Best Irish music on irishradio.org with Jerry Byrne.
Irish Radio, I'm Jerry Byrne. Been speaking to many of the great, the good, and the fantastically talented from music in Ireland. And boy, what an incredible, I always say it all the time, but boy, what an incredible collection of incredible talent we've got. My next guest hails from Plumbridge in County Tyrone, coming from a family of musicians. Her mum brought them to music lessons in County Donegal from she was aged just 6. Her main instruments are fiddle, but she can play a wide variety of musical instruments, and music has always played a part in her life. And she studied music all through school, and she's also obtained a bachelor's degree in music. Fine entertainer, fine singer, and also appearing on GLOR Cheer back a couple of years ago. I'm delighted to say hello to the one and only Orlaith Furey. Orla, how are you?
Hello, how are you, Jerry?
Not bad at all. Orla, you've always been heavily involved in music.
Yeah, from a very young age, music has just been always there. It's always been there, supporting me through lots of different things. Recently, I started songwriting, and I have just always used it as a crutch throughout my whole life, and I don't really know what else I would do without music.
Right, that is excellent. I mean, you certainly started young. I mean, going to the music lessons from you were just 6 years old.
Yeah, well, being from a small village in Tyrone, you either had two options: it be sporty or be arty. So you either play football, go to Irish dancing, or go to music lessons. And I did all three.
Right.
So I couldn't decide for a long time, but eventually music took over, and I just decided this is what I'm going to do. And I never wavered from that plan. I always set out to be on the road singing, and I always wanted a band, and I always wanted to have my own clientele following me. And I have been very fortunate this last few years that I'm getting towards where I wanted to always be.
That is excellent. Well done. Well done on that. Now, you studied music, I believe, in Mcgee College, and that's when you discovered a love of many genres, including Cape Breton, classical, and musical theatre.
Yes, it was a fantastic degree. I met some amazing people. One person in particular who will be listening to this interview is Linley Hamilton. Linley is a fantastic jazz musician, and he just opened my eyes to so many other things in music, and I did so much more with my instrument, and I was doing pizzicato on the fiddle rather than just bowing, and everything that I learned in Mcgee was so useful, and even just opportunities of performing and mixing with other musicians and recording techniques and performance anxiety as well, because that is something that a lot of people suffer from. So I have learned so much in that degree, and it's all transferable skills throughout the rest of my career. So Indeed. It's very useful now.
Indeed. So I believe you once supported Sharon Shannon.
Yeah, that's my claim to fame.
Well done.
I was in a local festival, and anything musical at all, it was Ring the Furies. So we always were drafted in, and we were very excited now. And I was very young at the time. I think I was only 15, and I couldn't believe it. And it was just like Jerry O'Connor was playing with her at the time, and I was absolutely besotted. And they were so lovely to us, and we were all headed out, and we put on a great show now, and it was talked about for years and years after it, and how we were practicing, and I mean, like, routinely for months before it, because it was something that was so big for us, and it was a great night now, and it definitely set my eyes on the performing and on the stage, like that. I got a taster for it that night, and I didn't let go.
Well done. Now, also, you were a contestant a couple of years back on the GLOR Cheer, and your mentor was Shawn Cuddy. You were voted through the initial knockout rounds, which left you surprised, but obviously you made an impression.
I was very surprised, because I sent in a video applying just kind of on a whim, thinking, maybe somebody might see the video and think, oh, she might be worth checking out in the future. Like, I didn't think I was even going to get on the show. Never mind, get on well on it. And I met so many nice people. I had never sang with a live band before, ever. And it was just something so surreal for me. And I learned so much that I have used, and I have utilised everything that my mentor taught me. And even being on the stage with the band, it was a great feeling. It was a great buzz. It was nerve-wracking, but I was happy with my performance on the show, and I was myself from start to finish. And I don't think I could have done any more. I was very nervous, but I have overcome that nerve with the camera, and I've been working with photographers and videographers in the last while for my single, and I have definitely got over that fear. I never was one for photos and pictures or anything to do with promoting myself, but I have learned to accommodate all of that for as much as I need to.
Well done on that. Now, in more recent times, up until COVID, that is, you're working as a one-piece and also on occasions with the White Lightning Band, and you built up a catalogue of various venues where you perform regularly.
Yeah, so I was very lucky. I had I got custom-made tracks from White Lightning's keyboard player, and I was very, very happy with them, which accommodated me to do Middle East on the fiddle, and most recently I'm learning guitar with Declan O'Hare, and I have been playing, I had been doing really well, and I was out every weekend, and I was building up a good morale with the punters and the venue owners, and we were doing really well, and I was working with some great musicians back and forward, and I was touring about and doing spots and concerts, and I was like doing a few songs at dances as well. Robert Mazel was great, and he let me up for a few songs, and I was getting somewhere, and then it was so surreal how it happened. It just all disappeared. I lost something like 60 days in a year, and I was so looking forward to that year because I had built up so much work, and it was probably my busiest year from I started the music, and then it just all disappeared on me. But here's hoping now with these new restrictions being lifted that we'll get back to some form of normality. So I don't know how it's going to go, but I can't wait to get out singing again.
Indeed. Yeah, I bet you can't. The same as all the other singers, musicians, and performers, indeed, in the world who've been, doing little to nothing since basically last March 12th month. It sort of all suddenly landed upon everybody's lap.
Yeah, it hasn't been simple now. Luckily, I was in a sort of a better position. Like I had no worries, I had no bills, I had everything, I had the gear all paid for, and had everything could just go into a corner and sit there, and I didn't have to worry about it. And though I did do a lot of Facebook Lives, and I do them every Saturday night now. It keeps me practiced, and it's not the same, not nowhere near the same as a gig. There's no real buzz, but I still enjoy trying new songs, and there's quite a few people that tune in every single week, and like they'll leave me lovely messages saying you've just made my whole week, and like that really does make you feel good about what you're doing, that you're helping people through such troubling times. Like it's like a completely different world we're living in at the minute.
Indeed so. It is a very, very different situation, and somewhere we never thought we'd find ourselves, but here everyone is, and but the thing is, things are looking brighter at the moment, Orla, than they were.
They are, yes. I am very, very excited about the next coming months. I have some higher profile gigs and concerts coming, and I have at the end of this month I have a regular gig that I play in Limavady, and it's a fantastic setup there. They have set up a drive-in gig, and it's very enjoyable now. And the minister be there, and there's a nice meeting of prayer beforehand, and it's lovely. And I really do enjoy being a part of it, and you actually get to, entertain people, albeit they're in cars and they can't come out to even say hello, but better than singing to your camera in your living room, because, that takes some getting used to.
Indeed it does, definitely. So many singers and entertainers have said to me about sitting in the room, performing to camera, particularly when you're not used to it. It's something guys like me have been doing for many years on radio, but it is a different type of situation, when you haven't done it before and you're just sitting down to to actually sing when normally you're singing in front of a live audience.
That's the biggest part of it for me. I love singing to the bounce of people's feet dancing on the ground. It just gives me such a thrill, and it's very, very hard. I have been sent some lovely videos of people diving, and they have me up on the TV doing the lives, and it has been nice. But it's lovely to see it in real life, and there's nothing to beat that feeling in the dance hall, and everybody's just, you can't even describe it in words. It's just, if you could bottle it, you would make a complete fortune. It's a fantastic feeling.
Indeed. And listen, you've released a song recently as well, Remember Me.
I did, yes. The song would have been known from Shawn Cuddy's band. Shawn Cuddy's band would have played him onto the stage with this song. And I remember one of the band members playing it, and I thought, that's a great song. So I just put it under my hat, and I went on about my day. And I decided through the pandemic, I said, this is my perfect time to, when I have the time and I'm not out playing and I'm not that busy, I'll do the studio time now, and I'll see how it goes. And it was the best experience. Brian Kerrigan at Harmony Studios recorded it for me. And I had my pick of the musicians in Ireland, because everyone was kind of at a loose end, and I had some of the top musicians in Ireland play on a single. And it was almost like, when I heard it back, I was like, is that me? They complimented me so well, and Brian made a fantastic production. I'm really, really, really happy with it, and it's a great song. I always liked American country music, and this is kind of like an Irish take on the Willie Nelson song, and it's a great song, and I've been told it's a great dance. Now, I'm not much of a dancer at all myself. My daddy says I'm hard to steer, so some people have sent through videos saying this is a great jive, a good upbeat, lively number, and it'll do really well. And so far, touch wood, I have sold out of the first batch of CDs, which I thought I would be left with them in a box. So I had to order more, which was surprising. And it's on iTunes and Spotify, and you can download away. And it's nice that it felt strange looking at it. I was looking at iTunes, and my face was there, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is me. And it was kind of monumental, I would say. Maybe sounds silly to anyone else listening, but it was a big thing for me, and I was very happy with it, and I put a lot of work and a lot of time into it, as did Brian.
Indeed.
And I'm really happy with it.
Well done.
It's a real fun song to sing.
Indeed, no, well done on it, well done on everything. Orla, listen, you've done some amazing stuff at a young age. Well done on everything, and listen, wishing you all the luck in the world with your forthcoming live work. Fingers crossed it all goes well, and listen, wishing you all the very best for the future. It's been lovely to chat to you.
Oh, thank you, Jared. It's been great talking to you as well.